Hi, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to our collective reading as we connect to the magic and the mystery. Any interaction with the channel is fabulous, much appreciated. And we're just going to get started here with the Urban Crow Oracle. Oh, no, we're not. I was looking at my scrying, oh my gosh, looking at my scrying ball as I was preparing this. And what I was seeing was an argument, and it was two people sort of nose to nose. And for a while, I didn't understand. I knew that what I was seeing was very important, but I didn't understand what it was. And it was the negative space between two people going nose to nose. So not exactly what I wanted to see or was hoping to see in this, but it is this. And I think that that phrase is really interesting too, the negative space between two people that are in a way seeing eye to eye. You know, they were looking directly at each other, they were nose to nose, but it is a close quarters confrontation in a way between two people. So hope maybe that's something that's already happened, maybe that's something that is happening, not quite sure. But that's what I saw. I didn't want to see it, and it took me a while to understand exactly what was going on here, just because of the way the image was coming in was just the negative space. So no solutions offered so far, but that's what I saw. So here we have, from these kind of scattered, this one seems to be the main driver of this energy, and it's injury, fear. The injury's already happened here. We have some unknown energy coming in with some kind of positive intentions, but that's not how it's being received. The injury has already happened, and there's a sense of fear. There's a little bit of a PTSD idea with this card. Not quite sure what to expect with this help and assistance. But there seems to be a surrendering here. No, there's not fear. There's an acceptance of help after an injury. Allowing oneself to be soothed. Someone will, it will be allowed now. If it wasn't allowed before, it will be allowed now. Right? So I see, you know, it's easy to see this as this fear, but as I'm really settling into this card, I feel like this crow is like receiving a soothing. And you know, I'm fairly independent. I want to soothe myself. I don't like when other people soothe me, but this is an acceptance of that. Like, it's okay. It's okay. And it's almost like this crow wants to talk. This crow wants to talk about it. And there's a gesture here that allows the crow to discuss what happened. Yeah, there's talking about an injury. Okay. We have grief, also regret. And this is reminding me of circles of grief. You know, we have those closest to the loss that feel it most sharply. And then sort of onlookers or people a little further back that are supporting those. And then a larger community back here that is aware of the situation here, but not directly involved. So it's sort of putting support in towards something, you know, and sort of gauging where you're at in the circle of grief. We have those immediately affected, those in the proximity of those, and then those in the larger community. And where are you in these sort of concentric circles, and making sure you're supporting whoever you know that's in the circle closer and closer. So we have injury and we have grief. It could be regret, could be loss, could be sadness. It is a focus, though, for quite a few people, to varying degrees, are experiencing this focus. Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, this is all very heavy, actually. I want to say, I'm just looking back at my scrying ball and the image is still there. Somebody has a very big chin. Somebody has a very big chin and it's jutting out as they're angry. This is really interesting because we had that like upset a while ago. And I mean, the Urban Crow Oracle deck is just, I think of it as kicking down the door, starting up the trouble. That's why I wanted to start it. Like, what's the issue? What's the trouble coming forward? The rest of these are a little more soothing, or are meant to be. So we have sacred space here. So something occurring in a sacred space, something, yeah, it's the same crows here. What are we going to do about this? What is this? There's a loss and a grief in what should have been a sanctuary, right? That came out recently again. A safe space, a nest. These eggs are meant to be safe in this nest. These offspring are meant to be safe in this home, are meant to be safe here. So there is a sacred space. Sacred space could also be talking about a funeral chapel, some kind of space where we go to experience grief. Something set up, maybe a place in the woods, a place, a sacred space that you go to grieve, maybe a graveyard, maybe, something similar to that that's really personal. I also want to say like an altar space or something like that. There is such a focus here, though, on safety and this grief. Maybe there's a loss of a sense of safety, too. There is an acceptance, though, of healing, even though it might be a little scary. Memory and ghosts, both of these. This is so interesting. This has such a... So something gets kicked up, right? We have this injury here, this PTSD concept, or this injury that's already happened, I feel like, remembering it, thinking about it, maybe writing it out. There's no forgetting here what happened, right? And these red spaces to me are the alert memories, the ones that grab us and remind us of past trauma, and then we have other memories where everything else is just sort of like, yes, this is happening, but these memories are jumping out at us, is triggers and memories of, wow, this is so, I'm feeling these really intense vibes of this like loss, this injury, this grief, this violation almost of sacred space, this PTSD type response with memory, and then just the imagery here, an injury. Something's happened, something's hurt us and harmed our sense of safety, I think, in our sacred space. And then we have ghosts, which is actually also, again, echoing this injury card. It's returning back to that. Ghosts, things that are, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of something. It's not part of your current life anymore. It's not part of, but there's something else too here. I mean, that's what this ghost card is meant to be, is that there's been a loss, right? We've lost just a feather here. But we're in this graveyard. Oh yeah, we're in a graveyard, this sacred space, this graveyard, and we're remembering those that we've lost, or something that's been lost. We don't want to be haunted by these ghosts. We do want to be haunted by these ghosts, because to let go of the ghost is to let go of the memory in some ways, to let go of, we don't, something's been very special to us and very sacred to us. Those memories are important to hold on to, but there's also, so what I want to say is it's this clear division of like, there is a thing to let go of. There is a thing that belongs in the past. It's not the whole thing. We're not going to forget. But there is one thing that can be sort of released and let go of. Because the ghost is something that's that's sticking around and haunting us, and part of this grief. I mean, there's just so much graveyard memories, this pain that we've experienced before. It's fascinating. There's been harm, there's been injury, there's grief, there's regret. It's so, All Saints Day, or like connecting with some kind of past situation, the triggers, it's all of a piece, but yet there's this one, I want to say you're not letting go of all of the memories, but there is one thing where it's time to let it go. There's time to release that. It's time here. It's time in your life is past. And there's a haunting here. There's a haunting here. With the memory, the ghosts of the past. This is fascinating. Okay, I could just keep repeating, but let's move on. I'm just absorbed by this, and that's how it may feel. There may be a very absorbing memory coming in, or a very, very absorbing about some kind of loss or something. It's fascinating. It's going to affect and absorb. There will be something to let go of. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So it's going to be clear. Something very clear is happening. I don't think we're missing this. I mean, I just feel sort of in a way hit over the head with this stuff, with this grief, this memory, this loss, this injury. So something intense and exciting is coming for you, towards you, for you. So a fiery climax approaches, it always makes it depends on what headspace you're in. Sitting on top of all of these, it just sounds like something very intense and obvious. It's not going to be like, new moon energy where it's just sort of unknown. There's something very known. There might be something being revealed that is going to trigger some memories and going to trigger some grief. You're very close to achieving your goal. So you are getting there. I think these trees pulling away just remind me of something crowning, like a crowning when a baby's being born, like some sort of maybe truth or clarity coming forward. You're very close here. It's emerging. Space is being made for something to come in here. So something very exciting, and it's very close. And maybe your goal has been healing, has been releasing something, and it's coming in. It looks like it's going to come in with a bang, though. There's not, this fiery climax approaches, it's something very clear is coming in. It may be a little triggering. Why do we do this? We do this to connect to our guides, to receive the help and support and the love from source, from the unseen while we're here. It's not meant to scare us or freak us out. It's meant to help us. And to help us know that we are, I think, loved and guided in a very relevant, current ways as we go through this world. Okay, one card from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, the Gift. This is fascinating. This is so fascinating. I gave this deck to someone for Christmas, and this was one of the first cards they pulled out. It was the gift, right? This deck, this gift of the similarity I felt with this person. I felt, we are kindred in this way. We both like this kind of thing. We both like connecting to spirit like this. And so there was a gift associated to this kindredness. This is really beautiful, coming after this injury, this memory, this sacred space, this grief, this ghost, this whole kind of graveyard feeling. There's a gift here. a connection. There's loyalty. There's so much loyalty. The swans, they mate for life, you know. Very loyal to and protected. There is protection, loyalty, love here. Maybe you're being asked to let go of something. You'll always have the memories, but it's time to, and it is going to be very sad, and it's maybe a place you've felt very connected to. It has been sad. It doesn't mean that, yeah, it has been sad. That seems better, actually. It feels better. So the gift. Do you have a gift? You know, it was also something where I was connecting with this person. I was like, I think they have this gift of connecting to spirit through images and through that. A gift. Oh, what am I doing here? This is the tarot. We're moving on to the tarot here. Ace of Swords coming out there. Communication, epiphany, some kind of epiphany perhaps. Maybe you're sharing a gift that you have, that you've discovered that you have. You're saying something. Ace of Swords is the beginning of a conversation, the initial idea, the concept, the epiphany, the first words. All right, for the tarot reading, King of Cups, emotionally mature person. The orcas. Oh, I love those orcas. Balance, emotional balance. I feel like there's a communication aspect to this too, because the orca is above the water. It's able to be seen. It's in the air. So it feels like there's a communication, a display of emotional maturity. A lot of emotional maturity here. An emotional king, right? This person has somehow remained sane throughout all of the difficulties. A rising up, a rising above the emotions to share something. It's so balanced. Maybe this is someone you know. Always has therapist vibes to me too, but also a love, like your love, your connected person. But also it could be you, like a place where you have found, where you have come up from maybe a confusing and tumultuous depth, and you are becoming more and more stable. I want to say grounded, but I feel like that word gets weird. But this, like, I don't know what other people mean by that word most of the time, but a very unwavering stability, like being able to be stable, emotionally stable. And maybe this is a journey that you're on. You're coming to the surface with a lot of strength and a lot of stability here. Past, present, inner landscape. What's at issue? Environment, to-do list, possible outcome. And emotional stability doesn't mean being a doormat. I think a lot of people would like it to mean that to you. That it means that, well, just accept whatever life gives you and be in equanimity. And so whatever I want to do to you, you receive in peace and balance. But that's not necessarily emotional intelligence. I think that's a convenient way that other people would like to say that you need to be emotionally intelligent, by letting me do whatever I want and say whatever I want and do whatever I want. But that's not necessarily it. It is an ability to like carry that stuff and understand what's going on emotionally in a situation. But it also is an ability to not be emotionally manipulated by other people, not be used by others. Like it's not being a doormat. At least I was taught emotional maturity is also called just remaining calm while everybody does whatever they want. I don't think that that can possibly be the case, because it would just be the case for like you or me or this person. So just in case that's what you're thinking is going on here, that's not it. That's not emotional stability. It's an ability to handle those things maturely and not meet that energy, but choose the energy you want to be in as other people do whatever they want to do. But you're choosing your energy. You're not necessarily meeting them where they're at, but you're not also necessarily being used or manipulated. So that seems really important here. In the recent past, Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning somewhere physically, a new job, a new home, a new car, a new object. It has to do with money, maybe a new way of making money, a new idea, a new client. There's a goal here. A new goal, perhaps, but it's a very physical realm goal. It's not it's not just an emotional goal, but some sort of new reality coming in. This is our second ace here. So there's some newness, a new path. And then we have your current situation. It's a Knight of Cups. We have the Swan. Also here with the Gift. So perhaps totally different artists, but perhaps we're talking about someone bringing, Knight of Cups is someone saying they love you, they appreciate you, they're bringing a gift to you, they're giving something, their heart to you, they're expressing maybe through a gift how much they love and appreciate. This could be you giving the gift. This could be you receiving a gift, giving a gift of love and appreciation. I think it's so fascinating too here, because both of these cards have this red and white theme. And then here we have this red bird, and this bird's half red, on this glowing cup. It's just fascinating. There's a gift or something like a gift, maybe even a physical gift, just sitting next to this Ace of Pentacles, that really starts something. This is perhaps a physical gift, or maybe just a gift of words. The Knight is communicating emotion, and then we also have this Ace of Swords, a beginning communication, a communication of feeling, appreciation, love. And then we have Knight of Cups, and we have King of Cups. So it's on this process, in this process of becoming more an owner of your emotions, not being owned by your emotions, but having them and managing them well. There's some process going on here, and part of that process is going to be expressing appreciation. And there is somebody here expressing affection and love and loyalty with with a gift, with some sort of offering. There's an offering, right? Like you love your God or whatever, and you bring an offering. There's a communion vibes here. All right, so the 10 of Cups, you're hoping for happiness together. This is the yay, we did it card. So the gang's all here. We've accomplished something. We've got, oh my goodness. You guys, we've got this owl right here. We've got this owl, same owl, right here. I love it. No, okay, those are only animals, land animals, mostly. We've got these raccoons, we've got bunny rabbits, we've got magpies, wolves are separate though. There's 2 by 2, there's arc vibes here. Oh, there's a lot of love here. We've got the moth finally meeting up with their true love, the moon. We have the Luna moth and the moon there meeting up together. It's beautiful. So anyway, we've got the stag and the doe. Just a lot of connection, beautiful connection. That's what you're hoping for. Beautiful connection. Yay, we did it. Togetherness, community, love, a group activity that turns out really well and is really great. You're envisioning this. What's that issue here is Tower reverse. So historically, Tower reverse can be things coming together very quickly, or maybe but also very gentle shifts. Like, yeah, things are changing. Yeah, who's in charge and what's in charge is changing. There are gentle shifts on priorities, gentle shifts in leadership. So it could be things coming together very rapidly and very quickly, and constructively. It could be a construction of a tower, of a structure. What do you want to call? What do I want to call that? Like I want to say an organization, or like very quickly bringing together a organizational structure or something like that. Like it's coming together very quickly, or it's just a gentle redistribution of power and wealth. So tower in reverse, love a tower in reverse. It's a lot less shocking. It's a lot less difficult. I feel like this is all sorts of newness that's perhaps coming out of a period of grief, like new ideas emerging as we're letting go of something. Because this grief here, this memory, this ghost, it feels distant as I'm moving forward. I feel like almost these are two different readings or two different sections, but they're related somehow. But here we have all this love. Maybe people are expressing love to you. Maybe people are giving you things to help you on your way. It's this building up, though. And I see that with this Knight of Cups. This is building up. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, friends building you up, supporting you, giving you help and guidance and a lot of support. In your environment, you have 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, that's very interesting. It's moving on. So somebody's sort of moving on, moving towards something better. They see something. They're shifting their focus. They aren't happy with where they're at, and they are ready to move forward towards something that they would actually prefer. So maybe that is you, that someone's not happy with the status quo. 8 of Cups is basically, we've got the status quo here. We've put a lot of work into the status quo. We've been happy with the status quo. We are no longer happy with the status quo, and we want more. Either more out of this relationship, more out of life, more out of our job, more out of wherever this is hitting you. Somebody external to you is looking for more, wants something new, wants more completion. They too would like this 10 of Cups. You want the 10 of Cups? We've got a lot of cups here, so that's giving a lot of relationship vibes. But this other person wants either more from your relationship or something else, and they're moving forward, they're moving on. Status quo is not working, and they want more emotional satisfaction. So, and that's always the way it's going to be. We always are questing for the next thing. Maybe not always, but we acquire something, we're very happy with it, and then we would like something more to move towards. We'd like something else, something more satisfying. So we've got 8 cups. This person has, or this situation has 8 cups. You want 10 cups. This other person or whoever also wants the 10 cups. So, and whether you're getting that together or separate, I don't know, but they would like more. They might be moving. Where they're at is not working. The status quo is not working. 7 of Wands, this is you, your to-do list. Stand your ground. This is yours. This belongs to you. Any Yeah, stand your ground. This is yours. You were here first. That's what I want to say. You were here first. Okay, and then people may be gunning for your position. They may want, oh, this is someone who's ambitious perhaps and wants what you have. They're coming for it. But you have to stand your ground. You have a right to be here. This is your place. This is yours. This is not somebody else's place. This is yours. This is your job. This is your resource. This is yours. Someone else, I think, wants it. They're not happy with where they're at. So why are we being told to stand our ground, to not give in, not quit, not donate our energy and everything to somebody else? We're not being told that. We're being told to stand our ground, that this is yours. Don't let them take it. Defend yourself. Yeah, defend yourself. Someone may be actually ambitious and wanting what you have. It's not theirs. In this situation, it is not theirs. It is yours, and you need to defend yourself and stand your ground. Possible outcome, death, change. And there's two ways there's more than two ways, but there's ways we can approach death and changes, which is so strange because there's like ghost, grief, sacred space, memory. This change that's coming can either be gone through gracefully or fought every step of the way. Somebody gets what they want here, and that makes a huge change for somebody else. An ending occurs, a transformation occurs, changes happen. Change is inevitable. Changes happen, they are hard-won changes, but a situation is changing. No, you're not submitting or letting go. You're fighting every step of the way. You're defending yourself. So I don't know if you're, fighting to the death here. It's kind of like fighting to the death, or if you defending yourself creates this change in a situation, changes and is transformed. I think someone's no longer part of that situation. I think Seven of Wands is just all about boundaries, holding boundaries, good boundaries, having very good boundaries. There's expressions of love and appreciation here, but there's also, so it's got to be that there's like some part of release, some part of letting go, some part of dealing with death, and another part of having good boundaries even as these changes take place. A change is coming. Hold the line. That's it. Hold the line. Yeah, and that King of Cups was really important. There's emotional maturity that needs to be had here, and that is not called, okay, you guys can have this. You guys can have my meal here, my little ghost meal. You can have what's mine. No, that's not the kind of emotional maturity we're talking about. We're talking about you knowing your place, knowing where you belong, having good boundaries, and knowing that you deserve this. You deserve something. Okay, well, one last little moment from, what is it? The Spirit Animal Oracle card, Oracle deck. Okay. Whale Spirit. I love this. Trust in the great mystery. Here we have the whale here. Trust in the great mystery. Okay. Beautiful. There's a lot of unseen power in our world and in our lives. We don't always know where it is, when it's going to show up. It's all below the surface. There's a lot going on below the surface here. So trust in the great mystery, hold your boundaries, trust in the great mystery. All right, there we go. Have a wonderful week and Happy New Year. See ya.